dream that it was this lady, and in the dream, this lady is a lady on YouTube. I've done videos about her before. She is also on my list of witches and warlocks. The Lord showed me that she was a witch. Anyway, in the dream, me and her was friends, and I had this brother that I hadn't seen in a long time. It had been years. And anyway, she said that he raped her. And I believed her. I felt so sorry for her. I was like, oh no. And I was like comforting her because she was crying all over the place. And it was a press conference that was called, and she was telling everybody how this guy raped her. And I really believed her. And even though he was my brother, but I hadn't seen him in a long time. And this guy she was talking about, he would go out jogging with his shirt off, and he had nice muscles. He was Caucasian in a dream. Caucasian guy that would go out jogging a lot, like every day. He would go out jogging with his shirt off. And she said that he stopped by and he raped her. And I cried with her. The press, everybody believed her. Everybody was against him, trying their best to convict him and everything. And I was so mad at him. Like, how could you do this? What is the matter with you? You know, that's why I was thinking out in my head, but I never said anything to him. I just looked at him with disgust and dislike because I was so mad because I believed that he raped her. But then after a while, I was with her over her house, and I noticed him out jogging again. And she had moved her room. Like, she had a room that was at a different part of the house, and then she moved her room to a part of the house where she could see him jogging every day. And I said, why would you want to keep looking at him after he raped you? Like, why would you want to do that? And she was like, she was staring at him the whole time she was talking to me as he was jogging. She didn't even take her eyes off of him. And she was like, I just want to keep an eye on him. I want to just keep an eye on him so, you know, he don't come here anymore or something like that. Like, but she was really just saying she want to keep an eye on him. And I said, that's odd. Like, a guy raped you. You want to keep looking at him jogging every day. And then I noticed how she didn't even take her eyes off of him as she was talking to me. And I said, something fishy is going on here. And it hit me. I said, this guy did not rape her. She's lying. And the dream told me at that point that she was a Jezebel. And it said that she almost fooled God's elect. And the dream told me that I was God's elect. And she almost had me fooled. And I said, oh no, this guy did not rape you. I was like thinking about it and realizing it. And I was in shock at how I was manipulated to believe her lies. And in the dream, it showed me the guy and how the press and everybody was coming against him, saying that he was this rapist, and he was really hurt by her accusations. But he would still go out jogging and put his head up, and he would be, like the dream said, he was running a race, and he would not stop running his race just because of her lies. And he was hurt by all of it though. But it showed me like it was painful for him. Like, at one point in the dream, when the press and everything was coming against him, he had put his arms to his stomach and he almost killed over, like he almost fell down because he was so hurt. But then he stumbled, but he got back up, and he was like, oh, he got to keep his race. He got to get out and keep jogging every day. And people would look at him with contempt, even when he would jog, and call him names and everything because of her lies. And then I called the press conference, and I told them, this lady is a Jezebel. She's a liar. And there was no evidence, by the way. They was trying their best to convict him, but nobody could ever find the evidence to convict him. It was nothing. There was no surveillance tapes that showed him going to her house. Like all the cameras showed that he would just be jogging. But even when there was no evidence, people still believed her lies because she was very manipulative and she would cry a lot. And I called a press conference and I told them this lady is a Jezebel. She lied about this guy. And I really wanted to connect with him because in the dream he was my brother, but I hadn't seen him in a long time. Now, as I'm talking, I'm realizing that could mean that he was my brother in Christ, especially since he was Caucasian. And yeah, it was saying like she was a Jezebel and she almost had me fooled. And even in real life, this is true. Because this particular woman, I used to be friends with her. And I realized that she was satanic and she was a Jezebel. And I saw her slow descent into witchcraft and things that she would say to me that was satanic practices that she had. And I was in shock by the things that she was saying to me. I don't even know if I want to go into them. But yeah, she was literally doing witchcraft, deep level meditation, listening to demonic tongues. And she even sent me that. She sent me these demonic tongues and tried to get me to listen to this nonsense. And I said, this is satanic. I'm not listening to this. And she tried to get me to do deep level meditation. And it was other things. I mean, she was literally descending into witchcraft because she was saying that she wanted to get powers. And I kept trying to minister to her. We was friends. And I kept trying to minister to her and tell her how satanic these things was that she was doing. And she would not listen to me. And it cost our friendship. I stopped being friends with her. And then about 4 months after we stopped. Before I even say that, she started attacking me on my channel with her coven. That's how I call it. This group of people that she was involved in started attacking me on my channel a lot. And it was things that I had only told her. I had never said to anyone else ever. So I knew that it was her. Even though these people was like changing their name, they were saying things that I only had ever told her. And they was twisting my words and attacking me on things. And it was crazy. And I was like, I know this is you. And I confronted her about it. And she never responded because she knew that I know, that it was her. And I said, you the only one I ever told these things to. And they twisted my words and attacking me on these things. I know it's you. And she didn't have anything to say. I just sent her email and I told her, how God told me showed me that she was a Jezebel and I didn't want nothing to do with her. And then 4 months after that, a lady reached out to me and told me how it was her and another lady. They was having prophetic dreams that she was a witch. And in their dreams, they was seeing me and it was showing me that she was not my real friend. And she had hatred towards me. And she was a witch. And she really was not my real friend at all. And she had a lot of hatred towards me. And I told her, and they had these dreams a long time ago, back when we was friends. But what prompted them to finally tell me is because one of them found out another lady was having the dreams too. And had told her about it. And she said, oh no, now we both was having these dreams. We need to confront Shauna about this. So then they finally told me. And I said, stopped being friends with her 4 months ago. And they was like, why didn't you do a video about her and expose her witchcraft practices? And it's more than that, you guys. It's more than that. Trust me, I'm holding back a lot. It's a lot I can say about this woman. A lot I can say about her. But I'm purposely trying not to go into it too much. Beyond the witchcraft, it was other things that she was doing that was satanic. Very bad things. Trust me, if I said, y'all be like, what? Yeah, it was that bad. Trust me. It was bad. So anyway, I don't feel led to say it. If I felt led to say that part, I would. Trust me, I would. But anyway, they told me about the dream. And I said, stopped being friends with her 4 months ago. I realized it on my own. From her own lips. From from her own lips. And then God was giving me prophetic dreams at the time too. And he was showing me that her descent into witchcraft. He was literally showing me how she was dabbling in the occult. And it was a progressive thing. Like first I was having dreams that it was showing me she was a Jezebel. Then I was having dreams that was showing me how she was dabbling in the occult. And it was showing me additional dreams about how she was in a coven now. These people that she was involved with, the Lord was showing me was a coven, a literal coven. And it was sad because some of these people that God showed me in her coven, some of them were straight up witches and they knew they was witches. But some of them started as Christians, but they fell for her lies and they began to be manipulated into her doing spiritual things such as praying against me. This is the God in heaven truth what God showed me. They was praying against me and doing other things that she had manipulated them to do. And God showed me it was literal witchcraft. Their prayers against me, praise God, I'm telling y'all the truth. God showed me their prayers against me was witchcraft. And God, then he progressed and showed me more and more about her. And then Jesus came to me in a dream to my face. And he said to me, Jesus said to my face, she is a full blown witch. And God showed me in that dream, she had this real huge pot, a cauldron, a witch's cauldron. And he showed me the stuff that she was doing. Like she was doing this potions and all this stuff in this big cauldron. And God showed me that this stuff she was doing was full blown witchcraft, full blown witchcraft. Man, this is sad because I had been praying about her a while ago, not recent. This is months ago. I think back when I made my video of my demon and witch list, I prayed about people on the list that God showed me they wasn't demons in human form yet, that they had been witches and warlocks. And I prayed for their soul. And I wondered at that time, did she ever convert back to Christianity? Did she ever come, back to Christ and leave all these tendencies alone? And now God has given me this dream, updating me like, no, she's still a Jezebel. Because in the dream said Jezebel. It says she's still a Jezebel. And she was obsessed with this guy and she wanted him. I don't know if I said that part yet. I might have forgot that part. She wanted him to have sex with her, but he was a man of integrity and he wouldn't do it. And she was so mad. So she sought out to ruin his career, to ruin his life. And she wanted him locked up. It reminded me of the woman that came against Joseph in the Bible that got him put in prison because he wouldn't fall for her advances. God help us, Jesus. I mean, this is sad. This is sad. But yeah, in real life, this particular woman has manipulated a lot of people against me over the years. A lot. Yeah, she's on the internet parading around like she's some great prophet of the Lord. And she's satanic. I'm not going to say her name right now. I know people will pressure me. What is her name? What is her name? I've already released her name on my witches and warlock list, demon lists and stuff, witches and warlock list. So I'm not going to release her name at this point because I don't feel led to do so. And I really try not to say too much because I'm hoping and praying that she will get saved and get back right with God. At least I wasn't shown she was a witch this time. It just showed me that she was a Jezebel. But that doesn't mean she ain't still doing witchcraft practices. But God help us, Jesus. Anyway, that was a dream.